We are live. We are live. Aloha, everyone. I'm not sure if anybody's here with us yet, but welcome to Psychic Maui Live's 2022 reboot of Psychic Sisters live chat. So, yes, it's a Friday instead of a Sunday. And please welcome my sister. My sister Penny. Please welcome my sister Penny, coming at you live from Seattle, from Penelope Gordon Animal Communication. Morning, sis. How are you?
Much better today. Thank you.
Much better.
Living large.
Good deal. Yeah, we've both been laying low for the past few days, but I'm feeling great today. I felt great yesterday. Got out to the ocean, took a swim, found a couple of lead weights from a fishing line. So I felt good yesterday. Had a great day, and I'm ready for a great chat today.
Well, we've got good things lined up because we're going to speak with Baxter, who asked to go first. He's my East Coast friend. Hopefully his mama is... Oh, there's Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. William's been... I let William know Rebecca's...
Gerald! Howdy!
William might make an appearance, Rebecca's kid, but I don't know if Isabel is with us. Who's Baxter?
Well, Gerald's definitely in the room because I just got chicken skin.
Oh, hi.
Howdy. Yeah, so this is our reboot of Psychic Sisters, and what we are planning on doing today is animal communication, spirit guide communication, and loved ones on the other side of the veil. So more channeled messages than cards today. We are planning on having a card-free chat. We'll see how that goes, right?
Well, I'm using a lot of my cards for prop-ups here, the ones I picked, so in case. So we'll see how it goes.
Cool. Gerald says he's listening for a few minutes before my delayed meeting. This is why my meeting is delayed. Uh-oh. Yeah, I've been posting. This is the only day we can do this. Penny works 10-hour days on the days I'm off, and I work 10-hour days on the days that she's off. So Friday morning before I go to work is our one shot at it. So we're going to see how it goes to reboot our monthly reading, our monthly live chats. And before we do anything, Penny, could I ask you to do a quick grounding for us?
Sure, I'd be happy to do that. So everyone just get comfortable in your chairs. You can close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and send all that loving energy through your body to the soles of your feet and out through the floor of your home. We want to take, just envision tree roots going to the heart of the earth. I like to send my tree roots all the way out of the earth and wrap my roots around the earth as a whole, kind of like Groot, as he saved everyone in Guardians of the Galaxies, for those of you that are into sci-fi. And we want to pull all that loving energy. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale. Push all that energy back down again. There we go. Everyone pull that loving energy up into our hearts. Send it 360 degrees all the way around, through your home, through your state, to the planet. Send all that loving energy up through your body, through the top of your head, through your crown chakra. I roll my eyes up underneath my eyelids and connect with Source and say to all of you that are listening, guide, deities that we love, to those we don't name, please guide us, allow us all to be comfortable in our homes, receive messages that you so desire to hear. Thank you so very much.
So it is.
So it is. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and here's Maria, Lady Knight of Avalon, popped in. Aloha. Thanks for joining. And if anybody in the chat has a question, we know, well, first of all, we're going to say Rebecca's dog Baxter. Yes, is that right?
No, it's Isabel's dog Baxter.
Isabel's dog. Oh, Rebecca is William's mom.
Yeah. But Rebecca just lost a friend. Maybe her friend wants to chime in.
Well, let's chit chat with Baxter first, because he contacted you a couple of days ago, right? And then if anybody would like a channeled message, pop it into the comments below and we'll do in order. My moderator skills are pretty weak. Everybody that knows me knows that. And so I will try and keep up with it as best I can. So just keep queuing us.
Yes. Any of the chat messages, so I tried and it just kind of kicked me out. So
yeah, so Maria says send some beautiful Hawaii sunshine. Well, it's still dark here, but I'm gonna send you what I remember from yesterday. It was beautiful. Yeah, so gray. I know that's I don't do well in gray.
Okay, so Baxter was he was looking like he was a little fatigued, so don't really know what was going on with him. So let's see what we get.
What kind of pet is Baxter?
Baxter is a beagle, and he's probably 5 or 6-ish.
5 or 6-year-old beagle. Okay.
And he's the senior member of a beagle family. There's quite a few beagles, so sometimes Baxter is a little pushed to the limit by some of the new additions, especially his newer sister, Rosie. She likes to punch all his buttons. So let's see what he has to say. He has a family of 3 boys and a couple of parents. So let's see what Baxter has to say.
So Baxter the beagle. And he was looking kind of tired. And he did pop into Penny's awareness a couple of days ago. And he let her he let her know that he wanted to be on the show, and he wanted to be first on the show.
Yeah, because he okay. So yeah, he said, well, there's always a lot going on in the home. So he tells me that sometimes he feels a little overlooked. So he knows that his mom loves him, and so I take it that okay.
You sound like me. Oh, okay. I was asked to get some cards out already. We said, but these are no. You keep doing your thing, and I'm just gonna let the card reveal itself to me.
Okay. Well,
here's someone.
Yeah.
Well, do you suppose that's a troll?
I have no idea, or someone from Russia. It looks like. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Well, we're gonna put them on timeout because I don't know. It looks like a link to something, so we'll just put them on timeout.
Well, Baxter said that it sounds like he's emotionally worn out, is what I get.
That's so funny. When I was so this is a little deck I had made for me. Somebody who was a graphic artist did these, and it's just simply the chakras. And as I was shuffling in my mind, I was seeing sacral chakra, and there was a card in the deck that was like, "Don't lose track of where I am." So sure enough.
Oh, nice, sacral chakra.
Yeah. So creativity and bringing new things. Oh, yeah. Worn out and overlooked, right? Okay, that makes a lot of sense, right?
And worn out, feeling a little overlooked. I take it that he tells me he's worn out emotionally from supporting people in the home, and he just needs some time out and some fun, is what I get.
Like maybe a little play date. Is it possible for him to go on a solo play date with his humans? With his humans?
Well, we can ask for that. That's not a problem. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. So he really likes the solo play date with his humans.
Solo play date with the human, yeah.
And it sounds like that he would be just as happy just to go with Isabel. So his mom.
Yeah,
Have some solo time with her. Oh, he says he thinks she needs some solo time too, which we know she doesn't get a lot of. So she's a busy mom.
So, ta-da! More of that. Okay, well, so wait. I've been instructed that that's not her card. That there's a different card for her in here. So Baxter wants a little time out from the pack, and he wants a little bit of attention, just kind of a reboot. Oh, looky! Oh, here's Selkie. Aloha, Selkie. Maria, I starred you. It's a blue star. I'm hoping that made you a mod. I don't know if it did. But I don't know how to do it. Thank you for offering it. I keep hearing a color, but I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm gonna pull it. I keep hearing a color.
Purple.
Crown chakra. I knew when I picked up the deck it was crown chakra for her, and I just love it when you just can't get around the message. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you doubt yourself, you can't get around the message. So crown chakra for Isabel. And so that kind of makes sense. Taking some one-on-one with the puppies so they can do their energetic connecting, because if he was he the original in the pack? Was he the first? So they had a special bond. Click on the 3 points behind the name and choose to make mod. Okay. Now I have put user in timeout or block user, Maria. That's all I get. So I don't know. Yeah, sorry. But we'll just pop it in the chat if anything else comes up. So yes, we're opening up the floor to anybody that would like a message. I think William wants to show up, right?
I don't know yet. Well, I'm kind of waiting for what he has to say today. So he's not.
I'm feeling some William. He's been waiting. He's been waiting patiently.
I talk to William all the time, so
yeah. I'm hearing a message of being at peace from William.
Good. William was a rescue. He was seized in a drug bust, and
he's a Chihuahua, so that tells you he's got a big dog attitude.
He's a Chihuahua, and his mom went for a Rottweiler. She wanted a big dog. She came home with, he is I can believe it, Rebecca. He's the world's oldest Chihuahua. What is he, 15 or 16 now? He's blind and probably a little bit deaf. And he's been having a lot of health issues. So he is actually chosen to move forward with being at peace or at rest. So the time is scheduled for his passing.
Hang on, I got a couple of things just to interrupt you real quick. Gerald, if you want a communication, pop it in quick before you have to go, because you can get it quick if there's something that you want to know or a question you want to ask. But I'm also getting from William, he's talking about the life he's led compared to where he began. He's talking about that there's no way he could have imagined the differences from where he began in the drug house to where he ended up. That in like this magical animal garden that he ended up in, that it was just so different from anything that he imagined was going to be possible when he was tiny. That he was afraid for his well-being a lot when he was a baby. He was concerned that he wasn't going to live very long. And instead, he's made it to this old age. So he's kind of in awe of that process, and having been with people that held space for him and also allowed him to readjust to a different kind of life without heavy-handed repercussions for some of his acting out behaviors, because he knows he had them, and that they were very gentle with him and understanding with him about this, that there was a line to be drawn, and he understood from for the most part, the boundary not to cross, but how much he appreciated the lack of judgment about his behavior, that everybody kind of gave him some latitude from where he began. So he's in appreciation of that. I want to start crying because the level of appreciation and gratitude that he has is coming through. Yeah,
And
it's quite lovely.
He actually was an ambassador for the shelter that Rebecca worked at, and he went to many events and changed a lot of people's lives. He changed mine about the depth and the bravery and compassion that Chihuahuas have for the world and how they step out and fire. I just love them. He changed my opinion about Chihuahuas. He forged a friendship between Rebecca and I that's lasted over 10 years. Makes me cry.
Oh, that's lovely.
Like my favorite dog ever. William. Yep. And he would rob my purse every time I would go to visit and steal my gum.
So there's some things he never left behind from his first world.
Oh yeah. Yes. He's quite the little man. He has a harem of women. That's the easiest way to explain it.
And he says this is how he wants you guys to remember and move forward today, is in the laughter and in the amazement, his amazement of where he ended up from where he began and all that joy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. I have countless pictures of William and I. William was the king of my lap. I mean, he used me as a sit-upon when Rebecca and I would go out in her car. I mean, he sat in my lap the whole time I would be there. The video that I have of him that she sent me when she told him I was coming to visit is just, I will never delete that because I love that man so much.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. He is a shining example of the love and commitment that dogs bring to us.
That's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna put us on hold with William at this point, just because I know Gerald said he has to delay. Selkie has a question about Pagan, but I'm gonna jump down to Gerald real quick, just to make sure he can hear this if he hasn't gone yet. That there's a woman, she shows herself as older. I know you said, Gerald says, message from mom, dad, or a relative, but this is more to me like a grandmother. And she's talking a little bit about a little bit of wonder about some of your magic, that she's like, whoa, this is blowing her mind, because her generation, and so for herself, her parents and grandparents tried so hard to become fully engulfed in the modern world, to leave the old ways behind. And okay, let's get rid of this. Block user and block user. Okay, got rid of that. Troll alert. Yeah, we got him. So she said her family worked so hard to modernize, to catch up with the industrial and scientific age, and they left all the magic behind. And she had kind of forgotten about the magic, the world of magic, and the whatever is in your lineage. This feels like this is on. I'm asking if it's mother, father's side. It feels like it's on father's side. And Gerald's still here. Okay, cool. So
from his mother's side coming through, Betsy.
Huh?
There's something from his mother's side coming
too. Okay.
And,
yeah.
And what I get from that is that another like grandmother type figure. She just wants him to know that, she wants him to keep his eye on the prize, take a deep breath and move forward. And that she says she's very proud of him, and that the messages that he brings to the world have significant meaning to those that receive them, and not to lose sight of that, no matter and I'm seeing like a bumpy, rough road, no matter how many potholes or big rocks are in the road. And it's like you're on a cart, a horse-drawn wooden cart, that you need to just hang in there, that there is a way around or over to overcome whatever these obstacles are. And it's by using your grace, your intelligence, and I get decorum, that and that things will happen, that things are happening for you. You just,
Gerald is a gentleman. If nothing else, I would describe Gerald as a gentleman. Absolutely.
and
That's lovely.
yep. And yeah, she says just keep just it, or as my dear friend Laura would say, just keep swimming.
Just keep
Swimming.
Just keep swimming. Yeah, it broke up right at the magic moment.
Sorry.
Yeah. And they're bringing up the tarot class again too. You know, I'd kind of forgotten about that in the chat, that had come up, but with Jonathan, but it's coming up again. And there's like, you know, thumbs up, green lights. I'm seeing green lit. The project is green lit. So I'm thinking, yeah.
He has a lot more to offer than he knows.
That's awesome.
Yes.
He does a lot. He does a lot.
He has a lot to offer than he gives himself credit for.
And I'm being told I need to talk about the magic again, that in the forgetting of the old ways, they forgot the wonderment that the world of magic brings to human life and brings to earth, that the wonderment of it alone, just in the wow, that's really cool, just that is enough reason for magic to need to stay. Yeah, that's awesome. So yep, there we go. Gerald says keep making each step. I guess I'll be considering a tarot class. Awesome.
Isabel just chimed in by text. She says she thinks she mixed Baxter. Well, you can just restart the video.
Yeah, watch it back in a little bit. We're about halfway in. So, and thank you, Gerald, and thank you, Gerald's ancestor, for that. I'm going to come back up here to Selkie now. I don't want her to feel like we are. Can you see what Pagan likes and dislikes? Could you pop down in the comments for us, Selkie, the type of animal and a brief description of Pagan? Penny loves, you're welcome, Gerald. Yeah, Penny loves photographs, so age,
okay.
Age, what type of animal is Pagan, and
color, just something that I can sift.
Yeah, just something that Penny can make an emotional connection with.
Baxter's a little upset there.
Huh?
Baxter's like, oh, she missed it. It's okay, Baxter.
Well, but you know, there's it's never an accident. There's reasons for everything. Exactly. So yeah, Isabel, if you can hang out and listen to the rest of the chat, you'll have a better understanding of what we do. Oh, and here's Selkie's answer.
Perfect.
We have a long-haired tortie, 7 years old.
Oh, okay. Well, Pagan likes anything that has to do with her. She's a tortie. She's a tortie. Oh, okay. So I get she dislikes people that are, she dislikes people that don't consider cats spiritual or higher beings, or anyone that doesn't love her mother.
So people that don't or have a lack of respect. Exactly.
Let me see what she got.
I'm seeing houseplants. Selkie, I don't know if you have any houseplants or not. If Pagan was munching on houseplants, but I'm seeing Pagan is communicating to me that she would like to have some plants that she can eat. So either some fresh catnip or some kitty grass, which I think is just oat grass or wheat grass or something, just some little plants that she can munch on. That's the thing that I'm getting in spades.
Yep. And it's I think that there's one plant in particular that's in her way. It's kind of taken up her view.
Oh, maybe that's why she's eating it.
Yep. Well, sometimes you have to trim the hedge.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. What else does Torty like? So she wants respect. She wants to be able to wear the crown. She doesn't want people around her that are disrespectful to either one of you. So I don't know, Selkie, are you having is there somebody that's coming to visit you that's not being particularly nice to you? That could be a way of Pagan could be trying to communicate to you that maybe that person needs to spend less time near you.
Or bring better treats is what I get.
Great.
and just remember, when she says better treats, that is in the form of respect to the home. All good guests bring something of value to those that they're coming to visit, and whether that is the spoken word, a physical gift, or just an open, loving heart. And open, loving heart, she says, is really important, because I got a hit there. And it's like down in my it just way down, like between my hips there. So what I get is that
oh, here we go.
Yeah. So it's more than that. It's a deep rooted connection to spirituality. They need to bring spirit with them. Anything else? I'm kind of like,
Yeah, she's talking a little bit about the ceiling and
oh,
your place and ban.
A neighbor from hell. Okay, I
Neighbor
get it.
from hell. Yeah. Some kind of. I'm sure, Selkie, you're probably working on banishing and clearing all the time, and Pagan's talking about that. That's important to regularly. And she's talking about almost putting up some kind of a shield daily, even if it's just a Manini kind, instead of doing a big once a month kind of thing, to do something regularly, just a small daily intention to seal that energy from him, because you'll still hear him. He'll still do whatever he does, but to make sure that the spirit world knows that his energy is unwelcome in your place. Oh, here's...
Oh yeah.
So I guess next month, Becca, you're going to be the third on her chat.
Well, it is amazingly gifted. So
people have to have the laps ready. She's a lap cat. That's
so it's not necessarily always about creating a boundary or a border. So remember, one person's feeling that they're being attacked is another person's, what did she used to say? So when you're fighting someone very hard, the energy or whatever it is, it feels like an attack, even though you're trying to repel. Sometimes it's a matter of taking a deep breath and allowing that horrible energy, I hate to say it that way, but that's what it is, to move through you and beyond you. Sometimes the act of repelling so hard can actually intensify the feelings of ill will from the other person, because they're feeling like you're attacking them. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really an interesting concept. I had a hard time with it, but it's take a deep breath, feel it, let it move through you and on.
Can everybody hear who's here?
No.
You can't hear who's here on my end? Yeah, the trash guy is here. That's always the joke with Jonathan, the trash guy.
Well, I'm surprised my crows aren't screaming, so there you go.
Yeah. Penny's murder of crows was screaming bloody murder because they wanted breakfast.
And I called them in for support this morning, so there you go.
So let's just review. Let's see if that was helpful for Selkie. Let us know. And if anybody else has a question or would like some info, Maria, if you would like any info, channeled info, it doesn't have to be pets. It can be spirit guides or loved ones. let us just pop something down in the chat. And yeah, okay, Selkie said that's great. Thank you. Yeah.
Nice to
So maybe instead of just blocking the guy, maybe sending light and love to him, which also may feel like an attack. You know, if he's somebody that has some cognitive issues, that might feel like an attack as well. Everything might feel like an attack to that guy. So,
well, Pagan says, you know, it's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. That's right.
Well, yeah, because sometimes the act of just giving up and giving in and loving the space and sending the love out will repel people faster than than trying to banish them.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Selkie, if you have any other questions, pop them in.
Mm-hmm.
So Maria says she was wondering if my grandma is working with anyone on the other side in the sense of helping me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I mean, the first image that comes to mind is the Knights of the Round Table. She understands your connection to that, and she's calling, and it's like the era of chivalry, you know, back when there were certain roles that
codes of honor,
yes, that we behaved in a strict code of honor, and honor meant, and loyalty meant more than anything. So yes.
Helping on the other side, Grandma Ruth. This is interesting because I'm getting to be true to yourself, to be true to yourself, be true to yourself. I know in our past discussions, Maria, you are working on some projects with your spiritual path that are, you know, your two, like the third dimensional life and the spiritual path were kind of pretty far apart. And she's saying to be true to yourself, to be true to yourself, to be true to yourself. And she's showing me when you're at work, are you looking at situations through your eyes of spirit, or are you looking at it through your human eyes? I'm not sure how work is going. Pop something in, Maria, about how work is going. That if you've been doing it and it's improving things, or if you need to tune it up a little bit higher. Okay, so she says she's looking at it in both ways. She's trying. So I think then this is a nod from your grandmother about to stick with it. That, oh, okay, I'm getting that the project you were working on, and I think you were working on a deck a while ago. I don't know if that project is still going or if it's on hold, but it could be. There was some third dimensional focus that required a bit of energy, and when that balances out between third dimension and spirituality, it's going to give you some more space to keep going. Disconnect from everyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you got, Pen? You get anything?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's interesting that disconnect was the word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And so she says she's been working on her healing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's something about you working remotely that's kind of, it's trying to mirror the spiritual thing, because the community on YouTube is so strong, so open, so accepting, and so diverse that it's almost like you were kind of tossed into this remote thing so you could learn that that can be the same somehow. I'm really struggling to find the words as to why these two things are mirroring each other so much.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Okay.
So what I got from that is that there's, I take it that you've had some ideas, or there are some ideas that you're playing with on how to pull your remote team together, and you guys need to have some kind of remote fun. Whether it's you play Yahtzee together, you know, via Zoom, but you need to find some common ground with one another. So, because I take it that feeling, the feelings of disconnect will,
I th-
she just needs to reach out, is what I get.
I think when you can, Isabel said her grandmother is also Ruth. That's awesome. I think, Maria, when you can resolve a little bit of the feeling of disconnection from your work, I think it's going to allow your deck to become reconnected, because you're disconnected from that as well. I think these two things are paralleling each other somehow, mirroring a little bit. Not, I don't know if mirroring's the right word. I think paralleling is a little bit better word. That there's some kind of lesson about this feeling of disconnect, the work disconnect, as well as you wanting to get your project, your spiritual project, moved through, but there being a disconnect still with the completion of that, because that one, it feels like it's kind of idling a little bit. I think to go to do some journaling about your feeling of disconnect from your work. And I get it with the blessing and the curse. It is a little bit of both. And to find out what the challenge is with it, what the gift is with it. And yeah, I remember you talking about losing the passion with all the restrictions. Yeah. Find out what the lesson in that is for you, because it seems like this is kind of a, a life purpose kind of. Yeah, she works for an opera. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Um, I think, but I think that disconnect with your work is just a reflection of it's a little bit of your path with your spiritual world too, that to start to see the similarities in your remote work with the YouTube, the benefits of the YouTube community. Try to find the similarities between those two things and see if you can expand a little bit on your perception of your remote world. I know it's rough.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Penny, you got anything else?
Well, I get that it's like the veering of a path to her passion. Like she veered off the path, and I'm trying to figure out, let's see, how do I say it? Oh, okay. So it's like, because I see the path that's veered off and is like going in a totally different direction for the opera. And what I want to say to that is that is just as much, that's an illusion, that it feels like you're off the path, but really that it's just a question of rekindling your passion in every area of your life, despite the fact that you feel isolated. And I think that's probably a message for the whole planet at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, how do we find that within ourselves when we feel so isolated and so alone in the world, when really we're not any more alone than we were 3 years ago, because there's no one living in your body but you. So it's a question of dispelling the illusion that we're totally alone in the world and moving forward and finding new ways to connect with ourselves and with others.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a feeling of a loss and a death, but at the same time, things are just shifting and changing. So it's a perception shift required of us, because yeah, I get everything that you're saying, Penny, about all of us kind of being in that same boat.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I hope that helps. I know it was kind of all over the place. I hope that you've got some nuggets, Maria, that you can pull together on that, but it is still kind of for me, the whole message is kind of nebulous, because like Penny said, it's all of us in that thing. So it's Maria, but it's everyone.
Well, and maybe just having a conversation with some of your coworkers about feeling the isolation and how to move forward supporting one another, which would probably be really interesting to see what you could do to find some ways to support one another without through working remotely, to rekindle your passion.
Oh, Aquarius L popped in. Hello. But I'm going to go back up here now. Hang on. There was, let me pull it up. Now I have to go back and find it. Hang on.
Rebecca asked, does Lady Knight have some sort of an attachment, something she picked up?
I don't think that, because Maria does a lot of spiritual work on the side. I think she's pretty clear. She's a pretty magical kind of girl.
There you go.
Hang on, and I'll keep looking. Okay, so I can't find it now again, but Rebecca asked if her friend Karen knows that she is crossed, and is she okay? And I got an absolutely on both of those. That yes, she knows she crossed, and oh, here we are finally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm getting the impression that even if it seemed like it was an abrupt crossing, that Karen kind of had a heads up. I'm getting like 2 or 3 days ahead. She had a flash of some kind of information or download, that she had an understanding, she had an awareness, and that it was not that much of a shock to her. So she kind of knew it was coming, that she understands that she's crossed. She's at peace with that, and she is doing okay, which is, and Penny's told me this was really recently. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. Which is unusual. A lot of times I get confusion from people that are brand new over on the other side. They're just kind of like,
yeah, but it's brand new.
It's really, yeah, I know. I'm getting that she is doing okay, that she's settling in quite well, that she's very well supported. She doesn't feel isolated anymore. She says, I don't feel isolated anymore. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't feel isolated there. She's showing that she's not around a ton of other beings right now, that that she feels very well supported, but she doesn't want a bunch of energy around her. It's very simple. There's like a single focus kind of energy that's supporting her and assisting her at this time. So it's easier for her to kind of get her legs underneath her, and she's understanding where she is and what's to be done.
And she says, yes, she'll be there for William.
Oh, that's awesome.
Absolutely. I get the picture that William will be sitting in her lap.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I just got a ding about that's why she's keeping it simple right now. There's not a lot of stuff around her that she's kind of waiting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool because usually I see others with a whole lot of energies around them, a lot of other beings around them. And so that's really cool. And she understands what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Huh,
Yep,
that was fun.
She's there for him too. As her mom, as of course Rebecca was there for her. Mm-hmm. Always. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Silky has a very practical question. Can you send some warmer weather our way? Yes, Silky, I'm sending it now. It should be there in 8 weeks. Is there medical malpractice I need to pursue? Girl,
Oh man.
No, that'll eat you alive. That I'm just seeing like a burning black hole of cancer right in your middle, right around your solar plexus and the top of your second chakra. It's like it's going to eat a hole through your second and third chakras to do that. So just know if it needs to be done and if that's your choice to honor your what's important to you, but there'll be an expense for that one, and it's not going to be just on the earth plane. It's going to be an expense to you, an energetic expense, and holding on to that emotion and that energy isn't going to do your body a lot of good. So just to be aware of that, that and pursuing that might mean that you might need more medical care than you want anyway.
Oh, yeah. Coming in, I'm getting some glare off my glasses.
Yeah, I know. You can't see me at all. I had been wearing the blue light filter glasses, and that you couldn't see it all. And now my mouse has died. Yay! And there's new comments to get to. There we go. Let's see. Oh, okay. Now we'll get to the new comments. Okay, so now I got to put my mouse back together again. Sorry, guys. William loved Karen.
It's Corin. It really is Corin. Yeah.
Corin. Oh, I'm sorry, Corin.
He had throat cancer and got COVID. Yeah. Tough stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. If anybody else, we have 10 minutes still. We can't stay on past the top of the hour because I've got to go to work, jet off to work here. But yeah, but that was awesome. So if anybody else has a question still, pop it back in and refresh. Just because my mod skills are terrible. So if I've missed anything, somebody pop it in down below. Yeah.
So far, it's been some great messages.
I know. Baxter is like, well, hey, circle back to me. Mom didn't get to hear it.
Well, I was wondering if Isabel was still on because she always has questions.
Yeah. So, Isabel, if you're still in earlier on, what Baxter said was that he wanted some solo playtime with you.
For both of your benefit. That he's tired emotionally and just needing a little refresh and a little reboot, wanting some fun with mom.
Yeah, so a play date, one-on-one play date with your pooch.
William recommends taking him to McDonald's and getting him an ice cream cone.
I saw William's picture, yeah.
That was so cute, yep. Because that's what Beck and I got it at the same moment. Yep.
You're welcome, Selkie.
Hi, Selkie.
I think she's just saying that for us because we're getting close to the end. Yeah. Yeah, cool. And I'm not sure if there's anybody else in there. If anybody else has a question, just pop it in. We have 10 minutes to answer.
Well, we can talk about, oh, there.
Oh, yeah, and we have a question too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we love working together. Betsy and I will be doing a live when I get there in February for Valentine's Day, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think we're going to shoot for Valentine's Day in the morning. I haven't nailed that down yet. He got ice cream last night. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So Aquarius Owl, and I believe your name is Debbie. If I've gotten that wrong, I'm sorry. She would love to hear from her brother. The 13th anniversary of his passing was last week. Can you pop his first and last name down in the bottom for me? Because what happens when somebody says, my mom, my brother, well, there's a lot of moms and brothers up there. So I always want to make sure I get yours. So pop his first and last name down below for me. And we'll see if we can. Huh?
How old was he when he passed?
Okay. Yeah, I usually use first and last name and date of birth. That's pretty much my go-to, because I say it's like a giant filing cabinet. I pull the drawer out and I go right to that file instead of, I mean, it's anything on the planet. I told Penny before we came on, I did not sleep worth a darn last night. I kept waking up and I felt like I had all these people yakking at me, and they were all like, well, you're the one that opened up the invitation for a live chat from across the veil, blah blah blah. So I had to keep clearing it over and over and over and over.
Martha, Tom, Doug, Frederick, they're all there.
They're all there. So Robert Pearson, we called him Buzzy. He was 51 when he passed. Yeah, I get getting some interesting stuff too. Do you have something that you want to go first with, Pen, or do you want? No. Okay. So
it's going to take me a second.
yeah. So I'm getting a split, and in which is I'm getting a connection from him, but it's also that he's like this to the camera, which to me is my cue for he's moved on, that he's working on another project. So his area of focus is on somewhere else. It's not on the earth plane, his immediate family. He's working on a bigger project right now. It feels to me like there is a connection to earth. I would not be surprised if we were able to find out that he has incarnated into a different body of some sort, that his focus is really split and it is really hands-on. It doesn't feel to me like he is working as a guide for someone as much as he's in action. So if he is working as a guide, he's being really strong and he's almost showing like a puppeteer, like he's animating somebody else's actions and behaviors. That's exactly what I'm seeing. So yeah, he's working and he's enjoying it too, because he's progressing from where he left off. So if there was something that didn't quite fit just right in his life before he crossed, or if it felt like there was something left undone, if there was, if he'd had like if his goal or what everybody thought the ending of his achievement was going to look like that went unmet, he's going on from there. So whatever this is he's involved with, he's taking his incompletions from this lifetime and he's working on it again. So it's not that he's resetting his whole lessons. He's wanting to further the progress he made this time around. Because, sometimes we come into a horrific life and the next time we need a break, or vice versa. We have this charmed, golden life where everything goes right. The next time we put some challenges in. And he's saying he's not doing either one of that. He's following a relatively similar path, and he's expanding upon what he learned and did here.
He says no wasted time.
I like that.
No wasted time. Because when you said what was I getting, I was just getting this whole body affirmation that whatever he's doing, he's enjoying it. So it's he says he's using what he learned to his for his best and highest good. So he's partying on
Cool.
with friends is but in a good way.
Yeah. So let us know if that, let us know what that works for you. And let us know if you have any other questions. Okay. I'm going to pop up here for now. Champagne C. Hi. I haven't met you before. Thanks so much for joining the chat. She says, I'm intuitive, or I should say, they say, I am intuitive as well and would love outside clarification. I would like to know how I can get out of this toxic connection I'm in currently. I'm getting that you're at this point, you're not strong enough to walk away on your own. That the person that this whatever this situation is needs to choose to walk away from you, and that you'll be a lot happier that way because they won't keep coming back. So the way that this is going to serve you is for them to decide that you're no longer able to cater to their needs. And when they aren't getting what they need for their own rackets, they'll decide to find somebody else to fill that role for them, and they'll choose to walk away. So I think even though it may seem like it's
Not the
hard,
wanted,
or just not you, it may not feel like it's the right answer. It's going to be effective, because also when you think about and you stopping to do all these things that this person requires to be okay to be them, that means you're drawing boundaries for yourself as well. So when you're no longer willing to jump the hurdles, to leap over these fences, to rush to the aid, or to do this whatever this is that you're doing for them, when you're not willing to do some of those things, they're going to start getting disenchanted and start looking out elsewhere for those that can fill those needs for them.
sorry, again.
It feels like their requirements are kind of unending, and that
You mean the narcissist?
I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's that. I'm just saying that their needs are unending. So it could be that they need a team of people to support them, and that one person can't realistically carry all that. So if they make the decision that they need to look elsewhere, they're not going to keep coming back. Because if you walk away, they're just going to chase you. If they walk away, they're not coming back.
Yeah. And I hear a really strong, all I keep hearing is narcissist. You need to do some reading on narcissism.
Well, it's in there. She says,
yeah,
for sure. But the first one you've come across, well, there's a reason that this is in your original question is, oops, sorry, wrong one. Original question was,
yep. Oh, there we go. First one
the first one she's come across, but this toxic connection. So there's a reason the toxic connection hooked in so hard. This is part of your lesson this time around, to figure this out, even if it just means, yes, okay, so if you've never had this in your life in any form, in your childhood or anything, any kind of a friend in school that you always had to help all the time, had to bail out, lots of crisis, if that really hasn't happened before, but there's a reason that this one's hooked in so hard, it's because it's a contract for you for this lifetime. So love the contract for what it brings to you to offer for your growth and compassion for others. And remember, not everything is permanent. There's a lot of temporaries out there in the world.
Well, and the wonderful thing about relationships like that is they teach you a lot about yourself. and what you're willing to accept in the under the guise of love.
Yeah, and I hope that helps, but I'm gonna do a little wrap up here because we're almost at the top of the hour. And as I said, I've got to go to work today, which I love. I get to go to work today. I don't have to. So Aquarius L says our dad passed when he was dad passed when he was 11. That's a typo, but he was a bit of a lost soul, but his heart was pure. I can totally see him trying again to get things different. Yeah. Completely. I get it. So totally dead on. Awesome. And so, it's the top of the hour.
We got to let Betsy go.
Thank you, Champagne Sea. We're going to be doing this again on we're going to have a Valentine's edition when Penny is here to visit on Maui. So I hope you guys, I'll be putting a notice up when I get it figured out. Thank you all, everyone, for coming in. I think Gerald probably had to go to his other chat. And thank you all for coming in. This was great to be here with you. Welcome back to our Psychic Sisters 2022 reboot. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. I loved it. How'd you do, Pen? Do you love it?
Great time. Yeah, I missed this.
I know. So we're going to reschedule for a regular Friday morning once a month. We'll let you know how that goes. But before then, we will have a Valentine's edition coming up. So everybody come back with your Valentine's questions. And until then, a hui ho.
Bye-bye.
Bye.